Oh, these carrots are divine. You get a dozen for a dime. It's magic. I know y'all didn't expect to see me again so soon, but it's raining online. It is. It's pardon me. It's a blizzard online. This is too much. This is too lucrative. Damn. I'm just doing my job. I'm just reporting the news. Y'all come in here and talk to the dribble. Maybe I'll open up the hotline later on. He said, "Are you a pimp?" I'm a dribbler. Didn't you hear Hove? Y'all don't pay no attention to Hove. I could tell y'all ain't Hove fans. He said, whether we dribble out this motherfucker, rap metaphors and riddle out this. I'm a professional dribbler. Get my Clyde Frazier on. I'm a professional dribbler. You got it? This what this how dribblers give it up, man. I know you seen Clyde Frazier, Julius Erving. You know what I'm saying? He said, I don't know what a dribbler is. Well, stay tuned. Let me demonstrate. Y'all come on in here, man. Subscribe to the channel. Let's talk about it. Man, it's a lot of fucking money online. Zip! It's raining. Jesus Christ. There's so much money online, man. I'm just coming out of the elements. If you order PA Knits, man, I just came from the post office. It's on the way. If you order my book, it's on the way. I just came from the post office. It's on the way. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all the consistent support. Dirk said, you can believe whatever you want. I got your folks hit. Oh, man. This is one of those situations where you almost can speak your detriment into real life. You can speak it into real life, and it's a shame. But I'm gonna wait for a few more people coming here. I know the whole online community is live right now, man. There's so much going on, man. Just like that. Papoose and Remy Ma, Clarissa Shields, they second fiddle to some breaking news. Damn. Damn. Fred, what up? Subscribe to the channel. Truck drivers, buckle up, man. We about to lock in. I will turn on the hotline, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And y'all got something to say? Super chat it. You dig? 2024 been crazy. Not only that, it's just, let's call it the year that the karma revisits. Karma does not miss. Karma spent the block in 2024. All of the monkey shit the niggas did 2 years ago, like this situation with Dirk. This is from January 27th, 2022. What's going on right now is them niggas got in trouble for that hit. And they're telling. Niggas is telling. Everybody online, but everybody ain't potent. I feel you. Make sure you go get them 100 push-ups in, man. I did. But anyway, let me go to the top of this entry. This is from the Chicago Tribune. It's a federal case, by the way. You know them federales. They do their homework. Man. They don't leave any stones unturned. And all of the devilishment that these guys was involved with for the past 15 years is visiting them now. And one of the faces of the drill rap genre, he getting his just due. Thank you. Boom. Let me get your goofy ass out of here. Boom. The shooters left the phone in the hit car. Check it out. Federal prosecutors link Lil Durk to 2022 murder just prior to his detention hearing, meaning he was about to have a hearing that would determine whether or not he can get out on bail or home confinement or something like that. They normally bring what they have when you're trying to get loose. They just did it to Diddy. The day that Diddy had his bail hearing, 10 new lawsuits was filed on the same day. Kenny King, what's up, pimp? What's good? Newly unsealed court records now link embattled Chicago rapper Lil Durk, already facing a murder for hire charge in Los Angeles, to the 2022 shooting of an alleged gang leader outside of a community center on Chicago's far south side. The warrant application was filed in April. Damn. They've been on his ass. They've been on his ass of that situation. Oh, Quando Rondo went to jail too. Got 33 months today. If he didn't get in that situation with the murder of Lil Pab, the warrant application was filed in 2023, April, but it was not unsealed until Wednesday. They unsealed it in advance of a scheduled Thursday detention hearing in his murder for hire case. Lil Durk, born Devontae Banks, Dirk Devontae Banks, was charged last month with funding a cross-country murder for hire plan to exact revenge for the 2020 killing of fellow Chicago rapper King Von in Atlanta. The newly unsealed filing in U.S. District Court in Chicago alleges Dirk was behind the January 27, 2022 killing of Stephon Mack, 24, who was shot to death shortly after he exited the Youth Peace Center of Roseland on West 111th Street. At the time of his death, according to the FBI, Mack was the leader of the Smashville faction of the Gangster Disciples. Banks' brother, Dante Banks, was shot to death outside a nightclub in South Suburban Harvey in 2021, according to the warrant application. Another Gangster Disciples faction with ties to Smashville carried out the murder. Lil Durk was and is still offering money for people to kill those responsible for his brother's murder, and more specifically offering to pay money for any gangster disciple that is killed, a federal agent wrote in April 2023. Banks has not been charged in the Chicago investigation, which law enforcement sources told the Tribune is still open and active. In asking for pretrial release with electronic monitoring, Banks' attorney said the artist would put up two of his homes in Georgia worth a combined $2.3 million, as well as $1 million in cash from Sony Music to secure a bond. Banks' attorneys also pointed out state charges brought against the artist in Georgia that stemmed from a 2019 shooting in Atlanta. Banks was granted pretrial release before those charges were dropped in 2022. The best determiner of how an individual will act in the future is how they behaved in the past. And Mr. Banks has shown that he respects the orders of the court and has been an ideal candidate for pretrial release, Banks' attorneys wrote. Don't sound like he respecting pretrial. Federal prosecutors in response said Banks' proposed bond conditions are woefully inadequate to protect the community and vital witnesses from harm and to mitigate the defendant's risk of flight. Y'all know that prior to his arrest for the Los Angeles shooting of Lil Pab, he had tried to book a few flights out of the country. They gripped him up when he was trying to go to Italy, I believe it was. For the first time since he was charged, prosecutors in Los Angeles also made reference to other murders allegedly ordered by Banks. Evidence collected in this case also shows the defendant has allegedly placed monetary bounties to solicit other murders, including a family member of a witness, prosecutors wrote. The defendant's modus operandi is clear. He will use his power, his money, his influence, and any pretrial release to endanger anyone who he perceives as a threat, including witnesses in this case. Banks was arrested near a Florida airport in late October, shortly after federal prosecutors charged 5 people with carrying out the 2022 Los Angeles shooting that targeted Quando Rondo. Them niggas been busy. These prosecutors been busy. The prosecution alleged Banks had purchased seats on 3 different international flights shortly before his arrest. That's another reason why he's not going to get pretrial bail. Flight risk. Earlier this year, federal prosecution in Chicago charged 2 men, Anthony Montgomery Wilson and Preston Powell, with conspiracy to commit murder for hire and Max killing. Banks, though, is not charged in Max's death. Federal prosecutors in Los Angeles are expected to point to the shooting as a reason to keep Banks in police custody before trial. In probing Max's death, federal prosecutors analyzed jail phone calls. Y'all notice they often phones. Social media postings, the phones. Firearms purchases, as well as lyrics from Lil Durk's song Aha, released about a month after the shooting. The warrant application goes on to say Montgomery, Wilson, and Powell have exchanged text messages concerning payment for Max's murder. Montgomery Wilson was arrested on an unrelated charge a few weeks after Max's death. A detective with the New Lenox Police Department then applied for and was granted a search warrant for the contents of his cell phone. Investigators then discovered a 2-person text conversation that mentioned OTF, the rap consortium founded by Lil Durk that prosecutors have linked to the alleged murder for hire plot in Los Angeles. On February 10th, 2022, one of the people in a text conversation asked, "What's up with OTF?" To which the other person responded, "Nothing." 8 days later in the same conversation, another text message read, "Did Dirk give you that money?" In a statement last week, Banks' attorneys blasted the prosecution's focus on Lil Durk's music and noted his years-long record of philanthropy in Chicago. That was that last year that he made that song with J. Cole and got on his Dean. But him cleaning up in that last year, they was already on his ass from 2022. When you see an artist rap lyrics quoted as evidence against them, it is a glaring indication that there is no real evidence against that person, Banks' attorney said in a statement to the Tribune. The real truth is that Dirk Banks is a Grammy Award-winning artist, a dedicated father, and a loving husband. Banks' attorneys added, Mr. Banks has been intensely committed to giving back to the Chicago community he loves through his Neighborhood Heroes Foundation. That has put on more than a dozen charitable events over the last few years. He is looking forward to fighting against these false allegations in court. In mid-October, federal authorities charged 5 others in a plot to kill rapper Quando Rondo, born Taquan Terrell Bowman, in retaliation for the November 2020 shooting death of King Von. Banks is accused of bankrolling the effort to kill Bowman. Bowman, his sister and his cousin, Surveyor Robinson, 24, were riding in Bowman's black Cadillac Escalade near a gas station in West Hollywood in August 2022 when gunmen opened fire according to the federal charges. Bowman and his sister were not injured, but Robinson was struck multiple times and killed. Whew. Gee, Monelli. When it rains, it pours. Katrina. He hasn't been charged, but they revealed this case to prevent him from making any bail. And it's got the internet in a frenzy. It's got the internet in a frenzy. Now let me read this entry from 8 hours ago about Quando Rondo being sentenced to prison for federal drug charges. It's probably going to save his life. He got 33 months out of the field. Rapper Quando Rondo sentenced to 33 months for federal drug charges. That's a little less than 3 years. Georgia rapper Quando Rondo was sentenced to 33 months in prison Wednesday for conspiracy to possess and distribute marijuana. Damn, they still put niggas in jail for that shit. Rondo, whose real name is Taquan Bowman, originally faced up to 5 years but struck a plea deal with the U.S. Department of Justice in August to plead guilty to only the marijuana charge, dropping the other drug-related offenses. Oh, he had other charges. The sentencing by Judge R. Stan Baker marks the end of a federal case that began almost exactly 1 year ago. If the case had gone to trial, attorneys were expected to call expert witnesses who specialize in criminal street gangs and distribution. Why was Rondo sentenced to 33 months? The Southern District of Georgia, U.S. Attorney Bradley Thompson requested Bowman receive 37 months in prison and a $50,000 fine. He said children look up to the rapper and hopes that the rapper will one day stay on a better path. Thompson then referenced details of a new song that seems to match, Life Goes On, a recent track released by Bowman. In the music video, Bowman released blue and white balloons to commemorate Savea Robinson, a close friend who was murdered in Los Angeles in 2022. That's Lil Pab. The reference to lyric slots into a larger legal trend over the past few years in which rapper songs are employed as evidence in a courtroom. In November, Grammy Award-winning rapper Lil Durk was charged with an alleged murder for hire plier targeting Bowman, which resulted in the death of Robinson. Prosecutors allege blue and white represents the colors of the Crip Street Gang, Thompson said, adding that he hoped Bowman was no longer a part of the criminal organization. We all know that he denounced the Crips after being double-crossed out there when Brick Baby gave up his location. Bowman's defense attorney, Tom Withers, meanwhile, requested the court sentence Bowman to 24 months imprisonment, citing unique circumstances, including a changing legal landscape surrounding marijuana charges and the criminality of youthful offenders. Withers argued that Bowman was leaving the gang activity behind and that the rapper had succeeded despite a rough childhood that included him being scalded with an iron as an infant and being raised in the foster care system. Bowman then made a personal statement in which he accepted responsibility. Judge Baker ultimately accepted Bowman's plea agreement and sentenced him to 33 months, 3 years of supervised release, and a $40,000 fine. He will turn in January 10th, 2025. That gave him Christmas and New Year's to spend with his family. Baker took into consideration that Bowman was not in a gang, but that had been at one point, and called his actions a sophisticated conspiracy. The rapper is alleged to have sold marijuana in packages with a QR code on them that linked to his music. Marketing. I'm committed to giving back to Savannah, Quando Rondo declared outside of the courthouse. He was seen hugging his family and friends. What was he being charged with? In the original indictment, federal prosecutors charged Bowman one count of conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute and one count to distribute controlled substances. The indictment alleged that beginning in January 2021, Bowman conspired with two other co-defendants to distribute cocaine, methamphetamine, fentanyl, and marijuana. As part of the plea agreement, the government agreed to dismiss part of the count, particularly that Bowman conspired to possess and distribute methamphetamine, fentanyl, and cocaine. They dropped the serious charges for him. The government also pledged to return property it seized from Bowman as part of the federal charges, including jewelry. Took his freedom and gave him his jewels back. Wednesday's sentencing marks just one part of a larger legal puzzle for Bowman. On June 14th, a grand jury indicted Bowman with conspiracy to violate the Georgia Controlled Substance Act and violation of Street Gang Terrorism Act, illegal use of communication facilities, and another count of conspiracy to violate the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. The June indictment alleged that Bowman was a member of the Rolling 60s gang and asked fellow gang members to provide him with guns and help him sell marijuana. So, when it rains, it pours. Somebody said light sentence. He young. It's 3 years. He got 33 months. He probably going to do a little over 24 or something like that. And maybe he can get back to his music career. But sometimes you get blessed in a variety of manners and shit. And him being taken out of the streets probably give him a chance to diffuse everything that's going on with his lifestyle. I don't think he's going to have to worry about Dirk and them no more. Dirk in a lot of fucking trouble and shit. He's still in his 20s when he come home. Y'all can say what y'all want about Quando, but jail ain't new to him. He grew up in the system. Ain't no snitching on his name. That drill shit really brainwashed the youth forever. People who watching this unfold can attest to the fact that when you thought you got away with it, these people is working full time to put you in jail and shit. And I believe a lot of the things that they using is the shit that they see on the internet. It's been said that they got a social media task force. They got rooms full of detectives with cell phones and computers watching everything that's going on. And as you see what they said about Lil Durk, when they grabbed that boy named Montgomery Wilson, the first thing that they did was file a motion to retrieve his cell phone and get in his cell phone. And that's how they found the conversation. I Hate Drill came out. Dirk is considered an E-man in Chicago. Who told you that? Who told you that? Who told you that? Quando seemed like a good kid. It was all for an image. He talking about murder shit, though. So, you know what I'm saying? He got to be held accountable for some of the energy that he putting out into the world. And, you know, people that died around him. People that died trying to get to him. It's death surrounding him. So that's real. That's nothing to minimize and shit. He said, what is an E-man? An E-man is basically an Islamic leader. The father, Big Dirk, put him on his deen. This nigga ain't never been on no goddamn deen, man. I just read to you everything that's going on with him. They killed a motherfucker coming outside a youth center and shit like that. This nigga ain't never been on no goddamn deen. This nigga's a killer. And everybody around him is killers. And as you can see, they doing everything possible. He lucky they ain't charged him yet and shit. I don't know why they haven't charged him and they seem to have a case, but they just use it to prevent him from making bail. Unc G said, you too old to be putting slashes in your eyebrows. Why you delete that nigga? I needed to tell him to eat a dick. I posted a picture of me in 1992, and I had these same parts of my eyebrow when I was 14. It's called a consistency and shit. Is Brick Baby involved? Nope. It was a federally funded youth center. Von Mom is trying to start a clothing line. Theodore Peace. Everybody seems to be making a play. Everybody seems to be trying to, benefit from what's going on. I guess, well, it's murder and shit involved. I mean, Duck mom lost a kid. Von mom, they might as well try to benefit from the shit. I mean, it's only going to be a brief time period when they can monetize this bullshit, because we all know that this shit is growing old. And it's going to be some more shit tomorrow. Dig. I don't know what jail Dirk is being held in. I think he in California somewhere. Maybe in like a federal detention center. I know that nigga's dope sick right now. I know he's sick. He don't want none of this. He don't want none of this. That nigga wish he wasn't even a rapper anymore. He wish none of this shit happened to him. Trust me. He's saying to himself, I wish none of this shit happened. He would do anything to go back to that fat white girl that he got had the kids by initially. He'd do anything. He would love to be. It's cold outside. He would love to be next to that big white girl, yo. He wish all of this shit was over with. JB said Dirk turned Muslim. All the killers turned Muslim. I've said this before on here. I said this on this platform. I don't know why they be doing that shit. You gotta turn Muslim before you do your killing and shit like that and try to clean up your life then. You ain't gonna take no shahada that's gonna keep these people off your ass. You can shahada all you want. You could prostrate all you want. That ain't gonna stop these investigators from connecting the dots on your motherfucking. I ain't seen a motherfucking in history of man pray these people off their ass. I haven't seen it yet. Niggas be hating when I say that shit. I don't care. I don't care. I done been in jail. Where he going, the most powerful niggas there gonna be Muslim. You know what I'm saying? The E-man. You know what qualifies you to be an E-man in the penitentiary? Basically a damn near life sentence. The E-mans in prisons average 50 years and shit. They do. It be the niggas that's booked forever. That's who be calling the prayer and shit. For real. He said Wayne waiting on him. JG, that tickle you. It's the truth. It's the truth. It is. Dirk and Diddy, the new steady being cool C. Diddy ain't got no murder cases on him, man. Diddy is dealing with a lot of, although he has a RICO case, a RICO conspiracy, pardon me. They talking about freak-offs when it come to Diddy. They talking about his deviant freak behavior. You'll see the sunlight. They'll put you away. Pedophiles come home. They do. Pedophiles come home one day. When you get to getting bodies and shit like that, they'll put you away. You got to be an extreme deviant pedophile for them to put you away forever. They give you 30 years. Shit like that. Come home an old man. What are we learning? Learning to mind your motherfucking business. Stop killing motherfuckers. Understand when you blessed. You had these young men that we talking about. These niggas got money. These niggas was over the hump. But as somebody said in my chat room one day, right? Them niggas is who they is. Before them niggas became rich and famous, them niggas was hoodlums. Them niggas was killers. Them niggas was shooters. Them niggas was gangbangers and shit. Money ain't gonna change who them niggas is. If anything, money would probably make them niggas more dangerous and shit. They got more resources and shit. Can buy more guns, transport guns, solicit niggas that's gonna kill for them, all of that. So, you can't keep doing this type of shit, put this type of energy into the atmosphere and expect to get away with it. So, the things that's happening to Lil Durk. Oh, niggas should know this too, right? You think that the U.S. Constitution promises you bail? It don't. It just promises you a bail hearing. It don't promise you bail. It just promises you a bail hearing. When the last time y'all remember somebody getting out on bail? Besides that white dude from Abercrombie and Fitch. If you ain't white, you ain't getting out on bail. Who been getting out on bail? From the time they put cuffs on your ass, your sentence begins. It's a dark place, man. Jessica Parker, are you bothered? You abroad. You shouldn't be bothered. You should be glad to see me. Are you a heterosexual woman? Are you bothered? Huh? I put this on today because it's so much goddamn money online. It's a good chance I'm gonna buy another one. And I ain't get to rock this joint last year off like that. So if you disturbed, it's gonna be some more shit after this. It's gonna be some more shit after this. This is semi-Liberace and shit. You dig? This shit could turn Liberace around this motherfucker. And if these niggas keep providing this great job security with all this monkey shit going on online, this shit gonna continue. This shit gonna continue, but don't be disturbed, baby. You need to get my book. This is a part of my heritage and shit. This is a part of my heritage. You know how you see Japanese people, they be wearing kimonos and, you know how you see Africans, they be wearing dashikis. I'm the dribble. I wear long hair fox. Long hair fox. But yeah, get this book. It's on my website, therealdribble.com and shit. This will give you more insight on why I do the things that I do. I'm sick. This is in my bloodline. This is in my lineage. Get this book. And you understand, my parents, my mother, my father, my brother, they was all some fur rocking motherfuckers. So don't be disturbed, man, when you see me and shit. I might have on, mammals and reptiles and shit like that. It's just his legacy. I got great shoes to fill. Straight up. Straight up. But yeah, man, subscribe to the channel. The Real Gully TV. Hip hop, sports, and fashion. I had to bring y'all this breaking news. It's gonna be all over the timeline. So Moses says she don't know, man. Talk your shit, man. I'm trying to give her the condensed version, man. I didn't want to just go off on a rant, man. Like I could have stood up and got the flinging this motherfucker around like Ron O'Neal and shit, but I'ma chill. You dig? I'ma just chill and shit. You know what I'm saying? But this shit aggravates some people and shit, man. They be aggravated and shit. You know what I mean? Young Thug got his probation modified. He's able to go back to Atlanta in 2027. He said, where you at, a library? Nah, man, those is my DVDs, my books, my resource books. A lot of these books that I have is from authors who I've done marketing for. They sent me their books to do commercials and promote their books online. So if you are Brand Thomas, what's up? Brand Thomas, what's up? If you're an author, get you some marketing, man. Get you some marketing from the dribble and shit. I'm a very successful businessman. I could sell any goddamn thing. I could sell deep fried ice cubes in the desert. I promise you. Anybody wants some deep fried ice cubes, I can get them to you. Know what I mean? He said, you could tell you come from the life. That's a fact. You know how? You could see certain niggas that be trying to splash and shit. Like, you'll see some niggas online when they come into some money, they'll go get their first fur. And you could just tell, fam, your personality, your aura, it don't go with that. You shouldn't wear that. Go back to wearing, I don't know, army jackets and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You're not a peacock. You're not flamboyant. You're not electrifying. You don't need to be wearing any priceless garments, no animals and nothing like that. But yeah, man, I'm just being myself. We need George Jackson content from you. Man, I got revolutionary content. I've crossed the T's and dotted I's on this platform for years. And I feel underappreciated sometimes. I've given y'all revolutionary content. Y'all don't watch it. There's a pocket of y'all that appreciate shit like that. I did something about the Black Liberation Army. You dig? Y'all didn't watch it like that. I went to the masjid where the murderers of Malcolm X resided and got accosted by a nigga in Newark, New Jersey. That was great content, man. Y'all gotta watch my shit, man. You dig? Cause you ain't gonna get that shit from nobody else. The rest of these niggas, they don't have no culture, man. They don't have the books, man. Like, it don't interest them. Feel me? He said, getting that blue boy. Gully, they leaving money on the floor. They did, man. Shout out to Zip with the Drip, man. My co-host on the Zip Code. Zip, get you some money, man. It's money all over the floor, for real. But that's the breaking news I have for you guys, man. DL said there are no tough guys in the black community. You got niggas that's beyond tough. You dig what I'm saying? You got niggas in the black community that's beyond tough. You know how dangerous an educated nigga is? You know how dangerous an educated nigga is? Most tough niggas be dumb. I used to have to help tough niggas write letters and read. I used to have to help tough niggas read in the penitentiary and shit. Tough ain't that's not the way to go. That's not the way to go. Somebody be having to enlighten you niggas on shit like that. Tough niggas, that's not the way to go. But as far as yeah, that's not what we striving for. We brilliant. We gifted. That's what we exercising. I got 2 websites. Them shits is on kaboom. No matter what happens, them shits is on kaboom. The glow code. Is that Nikki? Hey Millie, I've been watching the growth. Just wants to give you your flowers. Is that Nikki? That's Nikki, ain't it? That's Nikki. He said, yeah, it's me. That's my girlfriend from high school right there. Nikki, I'm blowing up the spot a little bit. She grew up to be a prosecutor in the Bronx. I'm proud of you too, love. You niggas never dated a prosecutor. Y'all never dated a prosecutor. Y'all ain't got no crossover dribble. Y'all don't. You tough niggas don't get no action from the prosecutors unless you going to jail. I remember when you went to Temple in New Jersey. That was my favorite joint. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nah, Penn State Nittany Lions. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I gotta return some emails, man. Return some emails. Don Corleone, that tickle you, huh? Those is bragging rights. You know the type of dribble you have to have for an intelligent black queen to find you attractive. You gotta have your shit together. You gotta have your shit together. Chazzo, what up, man? Send me something to market, my nigga. I can sell music. You know that. PILLMATIC 3 on the way. He said, that's why I watch you for the game. Pay attention to some of the dudes that I've interviewed, too. Like Ray Virgil. One of them giants from the Bay Area and shit. Y'all seen him on my platform with that Rolls Royce? Yeah. Kenny King. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Everybody who ordered PA Knit this week, it's on its way. And I thank you all. I'm about to get up off of here, man. I got some work to do. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on TikTok at GullyTV1. I'm just now learning how to use it. And I'm building my following on TikTok. So come over there and fuck with me. You underground rappers, Gully TV, the magazine. You need to be on that blog, man. Like, it's getting a lot of visits from hip-hop fans from all over the world. So if you plan on expanding your brand, you trying to get seen, you trying to expand viewership, you trying to expand revenue, you trying to sell some things, let me introduce you. You got a music video that ain't getting the proper, notoriety, rotation, let me upload it. Fuck with the dribble, all right? GullyTVBoss@gmail. I'm about to get up out of here. I got work to do. And yeah, I got work to do, man. Y'all have a great evening, all right? Fuck with my website, therealdribble.com. Fuck with my podcast, The Dribble, available on all streaming sites. PILLMATIC 3 on the way. Get ready. Peace.